We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baker going to throw this right away. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But you look at this Patriots defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Pats, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead is Hall. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hall again on 2nd down. Nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said. Yeah,
and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that's incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
It's not bad.
I think he's going to do that. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Mayfield on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice play from Smith-Schuster to get the first down, and he rejuvenated his career in a 1-year stop with Kansas City last season. And the Patriots aggressively targeted him in free agency, hoping to jumpstart their offense.
They go play action. Mayfield. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball again on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing quickly to Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth.
If you down the numbers, there he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
It's a pickup of 66 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. Connection made to Ruckert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On play action, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Rodgers now on first down. Incomplete, right side to Cook.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, a run with Hall. Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
There's a nice play by Hall, who was hitting his stride and more, and looking like a franchise back when a torn ACL ended his rookie year at 7 games. We all saw the electricity. We felt it before he went down, though. The expectations very high for the future star here.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Davon Godchaux getting in there and dropping it.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Yeah, the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Mayfield. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's caught down the numbers. There he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patriots 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Rodgers now to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Hall on a give up the middle. And running with power here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Mayfield now on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now a short one to Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Mayfield. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time. 2nd
throw again. Here's Mayfield. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing now is Rodgers. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Jones on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Able to power through. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've ridden the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Rodgers now to throw. Connection made the record. And he's He's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. A good pickup there, 22.
That's good for Jets.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll give to Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Gone an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mayfield on play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On the counter, Elliott. Now he's free to midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mayfield keeps it himself, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. Third and goal. Jones will sneak it. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot.
This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if
touchdown, Patriots! Hunter Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here comes second down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
That's caught by Wilson. On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the